What's going on, everybody? Leo Farmer 73 here. Um, let's see here. There we go. All right. First and foremost, y'all, I want to say hello, Guava. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I wanna talk about something real quick that I didn't think I would have to explain, but maybe I should because I don't want this taken the wrong way. Sound like Lady Led is cooking up. No, she washing some dishes in the loudest way imaginable. It's almost like she doing it on purpose. She keep looking back at me like. Miss Juanita Garden says, apologize for what? That was good. You know what, Miss Juanita? To be 100% honest with you, it freaks some people out. And we've been laughing about that because we're not laughing at the people that it freaked out, but just, I don't know. Okay, let me explain. The thumbnail. I can almost see where the thumbnail would kind of get you. But I gotta be honest with you guys. Stop for a minute and look at that thumbnail. I mean, I can pull it up. My tongue is hanging out to the side like a cartoon, okay? You are not going to be in the hospital passed out with your tongue out like Bugs Bunny. So this, the reason I'm doing this video, number one is apology. Number two is I just need everybody to be a little, this internet, we need to pay a little closer attention to the internet. I understand it's becoming the main source of information and content, but just like listening to an old drunk bum in the street, you gotta take some of their stuff with a grain of salt that they telling you. You gotta really fill them out before you start downloading information, right? The internet is a place where it can make you believe whatever you want to believe. That's why your discernment is, don't start that. Your discernment is everything. You have to start paying attention, and you can't react with everything you see and hear here on the internet because it will drive you insane. Now, to the people that were offended by the video, by the skit, I just want to, some of y'all were new, some of y'all have been with me a long time. If you were offended by the skit, okay? I've been doing skits a long time. I stopped, if anybody been with me a long time, I stopped doing skits around 2020 because of all the madness that was going on in 2020, right? So I stopped. But I used to enjoy making skits a lot. And this one just popped up in my head as a public service announcement. Right, like the Sugarcane Pimp video, right? The Sugarcane Pimp. Let me let you into my mind for a moment, okay? You don't want to get trapped in here with me. This is a crazy, dark, Willy Wonka style place in here. You don't want to see what I got bubbling in here, okay? I can't even sleep half the time because, you know, it's some screws in there. A little rusty come loose, they shake a little bit. So I wanted to do a public service announcement. I knew that if I showed a nice, beautiful mountain of snow with a white bunny rabbit sitting on top of it, eating a piece of lettuce, you're not going to watch that. I got a lot of people that said, Led, that was clickbait. It was and it wasn't. It was clickbait because you wanted to see me half dead laying in a hospital bed. So what does that say about you? You know? If the only reason you clicked on my video is because you wanted to see me line dancing on the line of life and death, what does that say about you? Now, on the other hand, was it clickbait? No. In a sense, because if you didn't listen to that public service announcement and think about it really, really strong, you will end up half dead in a hospital bed with your tongue hanging out. You know? So it wasn't clickbait like you think it is. And if you wanted it, if you want to call it clickbait, you got to ask yourself, what does that say about you? If you clicked on it just because you saw me laying up in a hospital bed like that, you clicked on it because you wanted to hear me say something like, I'm about to die. What does that say about you? So I'm not here to throw no stones. I just wanted to clear the air out of the room and just clarify something. If you're new to my channel, because I've gotten a lot of subscribers over the last few months, if you're new to my channel, I just want to kind of give you a lightweight warning. I ain't right. Okay? If you're new to my channel, I want to give you a warning, a precautionary tale, if you will. Man, Led ain't right. I'm not right, y'all. Do I do anything that you see on YouTube anywhere else? You don't see none of this. And I know half of them be coming here and they subscribe and be like, what the hell is going on with this dude? I get it. I get it. I don't fit into the normal algorithmy norms, okay? I probably never will. So, I'm not into the new dances, to do the little quick dance, you know, the pranks. That's not me. That's never been me, all right? So you're going to get a little bit of everything out of me. I promise you that. If you're new to this channel, please just chill, relax. I'm not taking no shots at nobody. I'm trying not to be very offensive, but I got to be honest with you. I don't know another way to express. I don't know how to be fake. There you go. Said it. I don't know. Look at my acting skills. They're horrible. My acting skills is horrible. It's hard for me to be fake. Now, I gotta address another one. I gotta address another one for the skit. This is about the skit, and I'm apologizing. Oh, to everybody that was thinking that I was yelling at my wife like a manhandler, like I'm mentally abusing my wife. Listen, did y'all see how our energy did not match? Did everybody see in the very beginning of the video? Our energy did not match at all. She was calm, cool, collected, angelic, and then I came in with the bippity boppity boop, ha, right? The energy didn't match. That's because, man, those two scenes were shot at two entirely different times. I shot mine first. That none of this was done in order. So I shot my scenes first, and my energy was like this, right? To the point I didn't have her to play off of. That's why I was stumbling over my words. I couldn't remember what I wrote down, so I'm stuttering and I can't find the words. So I'm saying crazy stuff, right? Okay. Then later, when my wife was done being busy, I said, "Can you do me a favor and just say a few lines calm and cool and collected?" She didn't even understand what I was talking about. So the two scenes were shot at two different times, two different places. Here's another one, just so you know, okay? If you look at the very beginning, when I'm I'm sorry, but this is funny to me. Tony Montana snow removal service. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at my own madness. Tony Montana's snow removal service. Okay, I gotta state this real quick. Um, somebody was offended. Somebody was offended by 1-800-Scarface, Tony Montana's snow removal service. Listen to, oh, it's making me hot. Let me tell you something. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting hot. Look, I gotta be honest with you. I don't apologize for that. I don't apologize for that. Not one bit. Oh shit. They said, oh, why are you talking about drugs? They said, why are you talking about drugs? We have enough problems today. Listen, if you think I'm laughing at you, I am. Because that was, oh, listen to me. Oh, my God. Because that was so funny because you got it. I edited out. I edited out the rest. You can hear it in the video. I edited out what Tony Montana's snow removal service really did. I had to edit out some of the stuff I said because it started sounding too macabre. You know, it really sounded like, you know, the snow, if you understand what I mean, okay? If y'all know who Tony Montana is, Scarface, I'm not going to explain that to you. But somebody did understand it. And they said, "Why are you talking about drugs in this video?" Let me tell you something. I was torn. I was torn because I was like, "Damn, they mad at me." They mad at me, but they seem to be the only one that gets the that gets the punchline of that segment. I'm glad I'm glad I didn't make Tony Montana say the other stuff that I edited out because that was way crazy. Oh my god. Anyway, I apologize. Listen. Okay. Let me make this different. I apologize. I am sorry that you are that sensitive because what I what I was trying to get across. Kids ain't gonna know that, they ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. But that's neither here nor there. I edited out so much stuff that had to do with Tony Montana. The conversation between me and Lady Led, that part, there was a lot of that Tony Montana conversation. So I end up calling him a young punk, okay, instead of the other stuff I was saying. I apologize that you're so sensitive to, okay, I understand I got a twisted sense of humor. I understand it. I'm not going to apologize for that, but I understand because my humor and the things that I think is funny ain't for everybody. Um, I just want to but I do apologize that you took it the wrong way. Okay, that video was going to go way wild, and I had to reel it back. Okay, I reeled it back. So it's a lot of pieces in that video that I did not add into it because I was going down the rabbit hole and I got scared because I told my wife, I said, "Listen, if I add this other stuff in, I'm going down a rabbit hole that I may not be able to come back out of, and I may lose what's left of my mind making this video." So, bear with me. Now, for everybody, if y'all want to see the bloopers, want to hear something? It's not that many bloopers. It's a couple. But it's not that many because I turned on crazy mode. When I turn on crazy mode, I'm crazy. Okay? I am not Leah Farmer 73. I'm not my real birth name. I'm whoever I'm trying to portray. Crazy. Okay? Oh, but I gotta apologize for the people that was thinking again that I was verbally abusing my wife. We were not even in the same room. Here's another one for you. Just our energies didn't match with each take. If you look at the very beginning, during Tony Montana's snow removal service, I am totally sitting in I'm sitting where Lady Led was sitting. I'm not even sitting in my normal chair where I was doing the whole bibbity bobbity, okay? So it just, people thought it was real. I got I got more people. I got tons of people saying, you should be careful. You should be more careful out there. Why would you go out there? Why would you talk to your wife like that? Listen to your wife, and then you're going to go out there and make a fool of yourself. That's why you're in the hospital. What? Thank you, Only One Honeybee. Said, laughter is definitely the best response. I don't understand. I don't usually comment, but I want to say thanks for the laugh, for the valuable information. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Okay, thank you, One Honeybee. I appreciate that, my friend. I mean it. I just listen. I want to say about that part. This video is not real. Okay? This skit is nothing in it that's real. The only thing in this whole skit that was real was them boots. The only thing that was in that whole video that was real was them boots. Those are my real backyard boogie boots. Okay, those are my AKA rock biters. Those is the only thing that was real. I keep them by the back door, so when I go out in this wet, soggy backyard to show y'all stuff, if you pay attention on some of the videos when I'm in the backyard, I got on them boots. So, so the people that was saying that I was making fun of other people's shoes because they can't afford shoes. The people that was saying I'm making fun of the lady. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make a serious face. For the people that was saying, thank you for that, it's me. I'm just saying, thank you for that. For the people that was saying I was making fun of people that's less fortunate, I was not. Those are my real boots. I did not go get some crazy boots from the Goodwill just to make a skit. Okay? Those are my real boots. I apologize if you thought that I was making fun of people that are less fortunate and can't afford Air Jordans. I don't even own a pair of Air Jordans. So I apologize to you. Okay? I hope you accept my apology. And for those people that did not understand that this was a skit, a jokingly loving PSA, one more thing. My dog can't talk. If you believe the rest of it was real, it leads me to think. So I need to throw that in there. Nobody said this, but if you thought the rest was real, I gotta let you know. My puppy dog, my puppy dog was not talking, okay? That was me in a voiceover. Sped up. I'm just telling you because if you believe the rest, you might think she talking too. And another one. My puppy dog was not on my chest doing CPR for real. See, I told you. This video came out of here. The video came out of here. I'm glad that my puppy is trained enough to do things that I ask her to do. So I asked her to come and jump on my chest. I can't make this up. So it looked like she was doing CPR. And then she was licking my beard trying to wake me up. That was real, because she thought something was really wrong with me. That was real. Her talking and doing CPR was not real. Just for those that need to know this. Okay? I appreciate everybody. And this is the main point. I really hope that you got who bit the shovel. I ran it over with my truck a year ago. That's my real garden shovel that little spade that I've had for about 5 years that I refuse to throw away because it's so good. TLC said if Pup was talking, what would you say? If her talking was real, Led would be rich. Oh my God, I sure would be. If she could talk, I would be rich. Y'all wouldn't probably be seeing me no more, except for like on the Tonight Show or something, or Ripley's Believe It or Not or something like that. So I really wanted to come in and let y'all know what was going on in the video, because I did get a little bit of backlash, and the video was so kind-hearted, and I cut out everything that could have took it over the edge of madness. And I'm like, if I would have got this much ridicule, I would have left in the crazy bits. I'm gonna have to release an unedited version is what I'm gonna have to do, because that part is insane. Let me see. I just wanted to let everybody know, hey, it's fake. It was just a skit. And I was trying not to offend anybody or anything, right? But I gotta be honest, y'all, in 2026, thank you for that, Sheila Mills. Said, been watching your gardening and prep videos for years now. This was my first spot I was treated to laugh so hard after a long furlough day. Led, you're the best. Thank you for that. Thank you so much, Sheila Mills. Thank you. I was trying my hardest not to take it too far, you know. But in 2026, y'all, we got to be honest about one thing. One thing that I'm not going to say I don't like. I'm going to try not to talk like that. One thing that I wish we could change. I wish we could change our sensitivity levels in 2026. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. We're killing comedy. We're destroying good, kind-hearted, innocent jokes because of our sensitivity levels. Where you do have the right, still, in 2026, if you don't like something, leave. If you don't like what you're seeing or hearing, there's this thing called a remote control that you can press a button and it'll go away. On smart devices, there's an action when you see something that you don't like or you don't want to hear. There's an action called swiping. If you don't like it or whatever, or you find it offensive, swipe to the left, swipe to the right, and it'll go away like magic, I promise. There is comedy, and there is that borderline, weird, creepy, hateful stuff. I don't go for that. But you got to understand something. In 2026, you cannot appease everybody because we're not universal anymore. We don't have universal ideas and universal thoughts anymore. Anymore, we don't. Everybody has segmented themselves into individualized themselves like single serve packets. We've been fast food and fast lane, fast serve, everything in our lives till we even start to fast lane and fast food and drive through ourselves. Everything we think is individualized, single wrap, single use. Every way we use and think is now disposable. You think this way about yourself today, you ball it up at the end of the day, you throw it away, and in the morning, you expect people to treat you a totally different way tomorrow, like they got the memo that you just changed the way you think, or who you are, or what you believe. And you get mad at people because they're not inside your head and understand what you're going through, because you single served your own life and threw yourself away yesterday. That was the old you yesterday. That was the old you. Today, you this person. Wednesday, you going to be that person. Thursday, you going to be this person. And can't nobody keep up with that. You know what you thought was funny in 1982 is not going to be funny to you in 1993. It's not going to be funny to you in 2026. Because you keep changing and everybody's not going to keep trying to keep up with who you are. Because you change your personalities or your identity like you change your draws. Most people should change their draws every day, I believe. But you understand what I'm saying? So I really wanted to say, I've been wanting to do a skit for a long time, and I got a lot of them written. And I've been really wanting to do a skit for a long time. And I found that this snowstorm basically was a snowstorm in my head, and the whole idea just, I couldn't deny it. I had to go and do it, okay? Especially before the snow melted, because now it looked like summertime out here. But I wanted to do it because I thought to myself, maybe this will be the only thing that people listen to. They're not listening to me scream and yell about safety. Be safe. You're going to die. Your car going to crash. You're going to run into a tree. You're going to freeze to death. Have all your equipment. Wasn't nobody listening to that. But if you watch the skit, I gave the same message in whatever it was, 5 or 6 minutes, with laughter that I've been trying to do with a stern wagging finger. And 23,000 people, almost 24,000 people liked it. And they got the PSA, they got the public service announcement, they got the message. So I reached almost 24,000 people with the same message, with laughter, that I could not reach 5,000 people with just giving them the facts. So if people want to call that clickbait, call it what you want to, as long as the message got across. Because it was a serious message, all right? A lot of people did not survive this snowstorm. In the first wave, there was over 100 people that did not survive that snowstorm, the first half of it. I haven't gotten the numbers from this last half of the snowfall of how many people did not survive it. So I wanted to make sure I got my point across. And hopefully, I did. But it's a whole bunch. That video had way more meaning to it. I know I'm thinking too hard. Like, my wife was like, "You thinking too hard about this." Like, wait a minute. The vacuuming the snow. the vacuuming the snow. tell you something. When I pitched that idea to her, she said, "Leave the video alone. That's a little too crazy." Cause I kept adding in. I told you it's a lot of crazy stuff that I did. And I said, look what this part I just did. I'm telling you, this is so crazy. He said, no. Leave that alone. That's too crazy. They're gonna think you nuts. I said, that's exactly what I'm going for. I want them to understand that this is a piping hot fever dream of madness. If you slip on some snow, I'm telling you this. I have slipped on ice and slipped on snow before back home. And when you fall and bump your head on an old 1978 deuce and a quarter hubcap and you wake up 15, 20 minutes later, that's exactly what you was dreaming about. So what I tried to do was take a piece of my past that actually happened and put that in that skit. Okay, slipping on that snow and knocking your head on a old Buick Electra hubcap, and somebody dragging you into somewhere warm till you wake up. Okay, and with some hot tea. That's what you was, and you wake up like, man, what just happened? Did I get robbed? But see, when you bust your head like that on some ice, it's different than concrete. It's different than asphalt. When you bust your head on some ice, the ice does something like when you cut yourself and then you gotta burn it closed. Ice kind of does that. Okay, you're hurt, but it's an instant healing gratification because you got an instant ice pack on your head. So you hurt, but you ain't. So that's gonna take your mind into Willy Wonka world, right? So everything that you're dreaming about or you're hallucinating about is from that ice. You're laying in ice, and what ice does, for anybody that does not know, ice slows your body down. It slows down your bloodstream. It slows down your heart. It slows down your internal organs. It slows down your brain. So while you're encased in ice somewhere, your mind, okay, is drifting off into no man's land. That's why I did that, because I know what that feels like. All right. So the vacuuming the snow, I ain't gonna lie to you. Even I thought that was crazy. I said, I really want to show him the snow. She said, I said, I want him to see that it's snow. She said, Make that crazy like that dream sequence too. Don't show him that you this crazy for real. So I put the little dream sequence look on so you couldn't quite see that it's snow that I'm vacuuming up, but you do see that there is a clear patch there that resembles grass, and you can clearly see I'm outdoors. So that part of the madness and the barbecued snowballs. Okay, I do want to talk about the barbecue snowballs, snow burgers. It was barbecue snow burgers and icy wieners. There was just no way that I could describe what it was in that short a time, right? Y'all know the joke about icy wiener, the hot dog that I put on the bun was a icicle, but you couldn't hardly see it till I bit it. So it was snow burgers and icy wieners, and I did a piece that actually accidentally got cut out. I didn't mean to cut that out. I must have did it by accident, where I say a voice in the background, whoever I'm supposed to be. There was a whole voice a voiceover of a person that I'm serving these burgers to. When I'm like, do you want a burger? You know, want a medium well? You know, want a medium? There was another voice in the back talking. And when I pull these burgers out and ask this person, do you want a burger? The other person say, hey man, that's some snow. And then I say, snow it ain't. And I wish I would have kept that in because I was looking so crazy and I bit when I'm like, snow it ain't. Man, let me tell you something. I was so mad that that piece did not go in there. When I finally watched it on YouTube, I said, damn, the piece is gone. What happened? I must have edited it off by accident. But the voiceover part was gone, and me saying snow it ain't and biting that snow burger, that you can almost hear when I'm there, oh, burnt my fingers. That piece was supposed to, that's why that don't make no sense. When it say, whoa, burnt my fingers. That voiceover was supposed to be me biting that snow burger. And say, snow it ain't. So I just wanted to explain a whole bunch of stuff in there. I actually fell doing the moonwalk in the boots. I fell for real doing the moonwalk in them boots. And so the reason why I shot it at different angles like that, because the way I fell, you could see my booty print, you could see my arms. So it was like you could just see me stretched out in the snow. And the snow was melting fast. So I had to hurry up and do this last piece of this video. So I kept shooting at crazy angles so I wouldn't see my body in the snow like a crime scene. So, so yeah, I wanted to come in here and apologize for the people that did not understand my twisted, dark sense of humor. I have not changed. I'm the same person I've been forever. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna apologize for that. Because I'm not gonna apologize for who I am, because that means I would have to change who I am to appease people that I don't even know. You understand? And that's not fair. That's not fair to you, and it's not fair to me. Because if I have to change who I am so you can be happy, that means I'm lying to you. Did you hear what I just said? If I have to change me to make you happy, that, knowing good and well, that's not who I really am. That means I am lying to you. I'm doing you a disservice. So people should learn to like you for who you are, or just like the phone, swipe to the left. It's billions of other people out here to meet and be friends with. And I think that's where our world is starting to change to a place where there is no return. Once you stop accepting people for whoever they feel they are or know they are, we got a problem, right? Listen, if you don't like it, leave them alone. If you don't like this person's lifestyle, get some other people with lifestyles like you like. If you don't want to accept this, go that way. You know? If you don't want to accept that religion, go that way. It's okay. It's all right. Nobody's going to come hunt you down because you don't want to be their friend no more. And these days, people are entirely too sensitive. And they want you to understand how they feel. not only understand it, they also want you to accept it. And that's not fair to them or us. It's not fair. If I don't want to accept it, now I'm the bad guy. Because this can go a bunch of different ways, right? I'm not the bad guy. I just don't like what you do. So people that did not like me joking around, I got to say this too. The same people that do not like me joking around, you also don't like me ranting. You also don't like when I'm angry. You also don't like when I'm talking about politics. You also don't like when I'm talking about the garden. You also don't like me talking about land purchase. You also don't like me talking about homesteading. It's like, what do you want from me that you can't get from somebody else? It's sad, man. It's sad that social media gives you a power. I'm gonna say this, okay? Social media has given us all a power that we do not appreciate. I'm serious. Social media has given us a power that we take for granted. And I'm gonna tell you what that power is. People of this day won't understand it. But people my age and older will understand it. You have the opportunity to not watch. You can look at anything you want to. Better yet, here's the biggest thing that people of today take for granted with social media. You can actually talk and correspond with the person that you're watching. You can actually talk and speak to the person that you may be a fan of. You may idolize. You can talk to them in real life. And when I was a kid growing up, whatever you saw on TV, that's what you saw. You will probably never meet this famous actor in person. You may never even see the news reporter that's doing a report on the floods in your neighborhood. You didn't have the opportunity to run into people like that, right? Well, the reason I'm saying now you take that power for granted, some people do, is, hey, you got the power to talk to me. You have the power because you can change the outcome of what I'm doing. You have the power to change the outcome of a story by just texting and commenting. And that performer or that, influencer or entertainer can look at that comment and say, okay, maybe I won't do that next time. Or this person say, hey, Led, you got a booger in your nose. Oh man, thanks for that. You have the power to interact with whoever you're watching. We didn't have that. So I'm going to say this for people now with the internet that have never dealt with that situation. Use your power wisely. You don't have to be cruel. You don't have to be mean. Every one of your, hey, guess what? I see a lot of messed up stuff on YouTube all the time that I do not agree with. You know what I do? Keep it to myself. It doesn't require a comment. If I don't like what a person's saying, don't thumb it up. I ain't got no reason to thumb it down unless it's being hateful. Move on to the next video. And you know, I have that power to say, this person is not worth me commenting to, and move on about my day. It's a lot of miserable people out there. It is. And that's sad. And this another thing. It's a lot of miserable people out there, and nothing you do and nothing you say will ever cheer them up. You can sit here and be juggling monkeys with clown paint on, and nothing's going to make them laugh. Nothing's going to make them stop crying. Nothing is going to make them snap out of their dark, weird mood. It's some people out here today in 2026 that are just angry for whatever trauma that they've been through in their life or their younger life, whatever, and they're holding on to that and they will never let it go. The only time they express themselves with that anger is when they are talking to another person. That anger comes off of them like sun rays. They can't help themselves. And I don't deal with people like that at all. So I said something. If you haven't been paying attention, I said 2026, I'm taking it down a notch on this channel. On this channel, I don't want to talk about them no more. On this channel, I'm going back to the old me where I had fun because I saw something in me. In 2025, I was an angry dude. I was an angry dude, man. Because I was angry because I didn't think that the world was this hateful. And to learn that was very disappointing. So 2025, I was very disappointed. So I said in 2026, I'm going to keep that to myself. I'm going to move on. And the moves that I make to try to help correct that situation from 2025, everything that's going on in the world right now, I'm going to move in silence. But I will be moving. I just won't do it in public anymore. So now, on my other channel, Uncle Led, yeah, I'm going to let loose over there. All right? I'm holding all of my rants in for that channel. So if some people really like the rants dressing, go to Uncle Led channel, go over there, because that's where I'm going to be doing all my ranting. But I'm trying to enjoy what we have right here. And I suggest you do the same. I suggest a lot of people lighten up. Lighten up, man. Lighten up. It's enough angry, hateful people in the world right now. And I found something out. You know what counters anger, hatred, and all of that? Kindness. I know it sounds whack, it sounds cliche, it sounds weak, but you know what? If somebody is yelling at you, screaming at you, fussing at you, cussing at you, they cannot stand for you to smile at them. They feed off of a negative response. You understand? Those people, they feed off, that keeps them angry. And that's what they want. They want to stay angry. But if you still talking to them like this, they can't stay angry. That makes them even madder. So I'm sitting there trying to be kind to somebody while they being mad and angry and hateful or whatever. And I'm going to let you scream till you mess around and have a heart attack. Because that's what's going to happen. Whole vein coming out the side of your head over a person you ain't never even seen in real life before. I'm going to tell you another thing before I go, why I love that video so much. I ran into some friends here in the Greenhouse Lounge. I was in Costco. And I want to tell you, I was incognito trying to hurry up, get in, get out. And they approach me, if they watching, they approach me and they don't know that they made my day. I had a bad day that day. And they have no idea. I smiled for the rest of the day after what they told me. I'm not going to say their names out of because of their privacy. I'm not going to say anything, talk about anything that we spoke about. But I will say this. They purchased a lot of land. And it made me and they said, because we listened to you, that made me feel so doggone good that they went out there and purchased that land off of something that I said or something I showed them. I showed them the proof, and they went and, hey, they don't know how that made my day. And the things that they told me, that made my day. That, and this is to my other sister. I wish I could remember my brother's name. Let me see. I'm going to find his name. I'm going to find his name right now. Let me see if I can find him. Y'all hang tight. I want to see if I can find this brother right here, because this meant the world to me. If I could find it. Where's you at, my sister? Hold on. I know I got it marked. Oh, man. I'm sorry about this, y'all. I got it marked. I got it marked somewhere, but I cannot find it. What I wanted to say is, I want to say happy birthday to a brother here in the Greenhouse Lounge, and I don't have his name. And his birthday just passed. And I never do birthday shout outs. But I said, you know what? I used to. Let me see. I used to do birthday shout outs. And it got weird, so I stopped. Man, I wish I could find this sister. Let me see. I'm just going to look one more time, or I'm going to have to do it again another day, because this brother deserves a shout out. No, that's not it. Just forget it. I'm sorry, y'all. But I'm going to do another video and give him a birthday shout out. And we're going to start doing that again. Because one thing I want to say is, man, we all deserve it. David Busby said, I remember the birthday shout outs. I used to do birthday shout outs and recognize the Greenhouse Lounge family. Everybody that's in here, I wanted to make sure that I can't give you, much, but I can at least say your name for your birthday. I mean, that's the least I could do. And I stopped doing it because it got really weird. But I feel, man, with all that y'all have done for me over the years, I can at least do that. And the other thing is, the way the world is right now, man, you're not promised tomorrow. I know that's cliche, but it's the truth. It's no other way I know how to say it. You may not wake up tomorrow. Period. Everything today, we having a good time. Tomorrow, man, you being judged. So it's the least we can do is recognize each other. Recognize your existence before you pass away, and then we have to recognize you. That's not cool at all. Okay? So before I go, again, I want to say I apologize to everybody if you did get offended by the skit. And I want to make an announcement. I want to make this announcement that I apologize if you get offended by me telling you this will not be the only skit that I do. Okay? Please don't get offended, because there will be more skits to come. Everything I've been writing for these years, I will also bring you into my world, and I'm going to show you everything. Okay? It's going to be a crazy ride. Listen, do not watch my skits and try to make them make sense. Okay? Have you watched The Sugarcane Pimp? Have you watched that? People are like, what did I just watch? I don't know. I don't know. So that's what this is about. Everything that you're going to see is not supposed to make sense. It's not supposed to be some kind of lifelong message. All of them are not going to be public service announcements. Some of them will just be because that's what I just felt like doing at the time. Okay? So please, I am going to let you experience one of the darkest places in my existence. So just hold on. All right. It's some rails up here. So hang on to them like the bus. Hang on to the rails because I'm about to take you somewhere a little crazy. All right. I'm not going to say how often. Thank you, Shaggy357. Thank you. I'm not going to tell you how often they'll be because sometimes I have the feeling for them and then sometime I have to plan them out. And please don't be offended by them. That's all I can say. Take them with a grain of salt. Please don't be offended by none of the skits because I got some crazy ones that you're going to have to be like open-minded about. I got a couple crazy ones that you're going to have to be like this. What? What was that? So, okay. So everybody, thank you very much for watching. Thank you so much for watching my skit. It was a perfect public service announcement on safety, right? So I want to say, and I want to say thank you to the people out there that watched the skit and it made their day. I got a lot of those comments on that skit that it said it made their day. And some people was having bad days and they watched that madness in some kind of way. It picked them up. I want to say thank you for that because what you did by telling me thank you to me, you overrode the negative comments that I got. And I appreciate that because I'm telling you, as a content creator, it don't take many to really start to make you, to throw you off like, dang, I can't see how somebody got something negative out of me vacuuming in the snow. I don't, okay? So somebody, oh my God, I left that part out because I was laughing too hard. Somebody said, I hope that vacuum cleaner wasn't plugged in. You know you electrocute yourself. I gotta laugh at some people, man. And you know, these ain't trolls. These is real people. I was clicking on their channels. These is real people. They said, I hope you ain't really got that vacuum cleaner plugged in. You know you can get electrocuted out there in that snow with that. Let me tell you something. Look, this just lets me know how this world is moving. They'll believe anything they see. We can clearly see that now with politics. They'll believe anything that they hear and that they see. They don't question anything. They didn't say, how did lead do that without getting electrocuted? Nope, they didn't do that. They just wanted to give you advice about not getting electrocuted. Advice taken. But for the people that didn't know, okay, let me see if I even got it on my iPad. I probably ain't. But just in case you didn't know, the plug was right behind me in the snow. I threw it back behind me. So the vacuum cleaner sound that you heard was a real vacuum sound that I did a voiceover with inside the house. Wait. So you should have told them how else. Wait a minute. So you should have told them how else was I supposed to suck the snow up without see, Urban, you get my kind of humor. You get my kind of humor. Like, how else was I supposed to suck up the snow if it ain't plugged in? What you want me to do? That you get me. You get me. Okay? So, yeah, y'all. I don't have it on here. I wish I would have. But yeah. Didn't y'all see how I was holding that plug? Holding the wire. I was trying not to trip on it. Because I almost stepped on it a couple times. Because it's right there. It ain't plugged in nowhere. Listen, I even used two entirely different vacuum cleaners. I used my old Kirby vacuum cleaner to go out there and roll it over the snow. And then I used my Eureka in here because the Eureka, the kind they use in the hotels, because it's real quiet and mild. My old Kirby, that mug sound like a jet is taking off. So I was like, that will be perfect enough for me to talk over and tell you about. We got to get the house cleaned up before mama come home from bingo. Because you know how she is, especially if she don't win. That, man, look. No, I'm going to tell you the reason why I made sure I put that piece in of me vacuuming the snow. And me saying that because that was another real piece of my life. When we had chores to do at home, me and my brothers and my sisters, my mother said before she left, don't let me come home and you ain't washed them dishes. She tell my sister, don't let me come home and you didn't vacuum this floor. Don't let me come home. So don't let me come home and this bathroom ain't clean. Stuff like that, right? So my dad would leave out and say, hey, I'm about to go get your mama. I'm about to go pick your mama up from bingo. Y'all ain't did what you're supposed to do. You better get on it. So me and my brothers and my sisters would all run around the house, hurrying up, doing our chores. Listen, we supposed to be in bed. We supposed to be in bed before she come home, right? Because she get out of bingo 11 o'clock. We run around the house, and I might be still playing, doodling around, and my brother be like, you better get up. You better go ahead and vacuum that floor before mama get home. You know how she gonna be, especially if she didn't win. Boy, she gonna burn you up. That was real. Y'all saw a real part of my real life. That part right there. And in my mind, vacuuming up that snow, I was really in my living room when I was a kid using a real vacuum that floor. And my mama wanted it done thorough. Don't just vacuum around stuff. Pick tables up and move them. Move all these throw carpets. Vacuum underneath them. Pick up this couch, vacuum under it. You better do it right, or you wasting your time. If you gonna get a whooping, don't do nothing. If you gonna half-ass do it, might as well not do nothing because you about to get tore up. So, no, Pop ain't look out for us all the time. Sometimes he was like, hey, didn't your mama say to get these dishes done? So, yeah, so he wasn't always in our corner like that, right? So, with that being said, hey, everybody, thank you so much for joining me into the madness, all right? There will be more skits, and I apologize for that because I'm apologizing in advance because it's going to be insane, all right? Thank you so much for watching, y'all. If you haven't seen the skit that I just did, me and Lady Led, please go ahead and check it out because, yes, if you sat through this and listened to this madness, you're probably wondering, what the hell are they talking about? Go watch it and you'll see. If you have any questions about that skit or some of the meanings to that skit, go ahead and leave a comment in this video and I'll answer it for you. All right? So everybody, Laird Farmers 3, thank you so much. I love you. Stay warm, stay safe, stay sane, and I'm out. Peace.